the palettes went flying across the room and landed on my tile floor. Welcome to my channel. Today is another Fenty Not Friday video. So we have all 8 of the Snap shadows. These are super cute. I already took them out of the box and I have all of them to play with. I already swatched them all, and this is going to be a little bit of a long video, so I'm going to try and jump into this pretty quickly. But these are $25 each, and when you buy them together to have like the whole half and half situation with the shades, they are $45. So you get $5 off when you buy 2 of them together. And these are available today at Sephora.com, inside JCPenney's, inside regular Sephora, FentyBeauty.com, all the Fenty Beauty places. Unfortunately, I did not get my hands on the new eyeshadow brushes, but I do have the other 2 that they came out with previously. I did get the shades, the shadows in store, so they didn't have these in store, but they are coming. You guys know I love my Fenty brushes, so I do have them coming, just not for this video. And there will be more videos on these Snap shadows coming in the future, but I was wondering what you guys thought of video ideas. Would you guys rather me do 4 palettes, 1 look with each palette in a video, and then the other 4 palettes, 1 look with each palette in another video? Or would you guys like me to do 4 separate videos where I snap them together and I do 1 look with this palette, 1 look with this palette, and then a 3rd look mixing the 2 palettes together kind of in the way that they're supposed to be? Let me know what y'all's thoughts are, and if you do want me to do this way, let me know which combination of eyeshadow palettes you would like me to do. But now let's get into the swatches. Little disclaimer, I did swatch all of these on my arm without a primer, and I don't know if that was a good thing or a bad thing, because upon swatching them, all of the shimmers swatched really well, but I did have some difficulty swatching the mattes. They were a bit streaky and not fully pigmented when swatching, but the Moroccan Spice palette that I love does the same thing with the mattes and the shimmers. So just to keep that in mind, I am going to keep all of the swatches in this video, even though the mattes are not the prettiest. It does give you a little bit of an idea of the actual shade color of the shades. We're going to go through all of the swatches now, and I did swatch these per usual. So I start with this shade and I work across, and I go to this shade, work across, and I start at the bottom of my arm and I work up, so you guys know what shade that I'm talking about. And I do appreciate the names of the shades a lot more than the Moroccan Spice palette, because the Moroccan Spice palette is so confusing to me when it comes to figuring out which names are which. And there is a shade that is in this palette that is also in the Moroccan Spice palette, and it is the shade Come and Get It. It is in both of these, which Come and Get It is a great warm brown shade, so it makes sense that they put it in there. But let's get into the swatches. I'm going to start with the number 1 True Neutrals palette. There's Nookie Rookie, Simma Down, Tequila Night, Velvet Cuffs, Come and Get It, Affogato. Not sure how to say that word, but it looks like affogato. I don't know. And now we have the number 2 Cool Neutral palette, swatching the same way. So we have You There, Wipe It Up, Risky Riches, Upper Class, Hey Auntie, Getting Toasty. And then we have number 3, which is the Deep Neutrals. So we have Nudie Booty, Heaven Sent, Smash or Pass, Fire Freak, Shots Fired, No Fudge Given. The next one is number 4, the Rose palette. We have Sleepover, Little Miss, Stunt Queen, Sugar Shook, Sugar Shock, Spice Trip, Diva Fever. Number 5, which is the Peach Palette, Bellini Baby, Churro, High Pumpkin, Peach Me, Butter Rum, Shoot Your Shot. Number 6 is Smokey. This one I have some issues with, but there is this one shade in this palette that is like, oh my gosh. So we have That Deep, Chestnut, You Up, Second Date, Patty Cakes, Tan Lines. Then we have number 7, Cadet, Money Mission, Takeover, Glamo Camo, Fatigue, She Salute, Good Cookie. And last but not least, we have number 8, the Pastel Frost. There's Movia's Bot, Mova's Boy, Moolah La, Letty Up, Ice Cream Kisses, Lady Pimp, Dirty Denim. So that is all of the swatches. As you guys could probably tell, the mattes were not the star of the show when swatching them on my arm. I didn't have any primer on. My arm was just regular, just a dry arm, so I don't really know why they were so flaky and patchy and weird, but the shimmers definitely were the star of the show. For the swatches, there was one shimmer in each palette that really took the show, but overall my favorite is Second Date. Out of the number 6 Smoky palette, this one was absolutely stunning. So to test these mattes out and these shimmers out, I'm going to be using 3 different palettes. So I'm going to use the number 2 palette, and I snapped it to the number 6 palette. And then the number 7 palette is definitely my kind of vibes. It has that like kind of subculture-esque color story to it, and so I just cannot resist this one. So these are the 3 palettes that I'm going to be using and mixing together for my look today, but there will be videos on all the other palettes in separate videos. But if you guys are excited about these Fenty Snap Shadows, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, and if you guys want to see more videos with these, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit that ring notification bell so that you get notified for my future uploads. Alright, so I just zoomed you guys in a little bit and I primed my eyes with the Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadow primer. I normally don't use the Fenty Beauty eyeshadow primer unless I'm wanting something that's a little bit of a stickier base, so I'm most comfortable with this one. And I did lie a little bit. So I have number 3, number 6, and number 7. And just to show you guys what they all look like, this is number 7 with the like subculture colors. Number 6 is the Smoky palette. And number 3 is the Deep Neutrals palette. So those are the 3 I'm going to be using. I like last second changed my mind, I'm sorry. Alright, now let's see if these shades are going to perform better on my eyes than they were performing on my arm. So I'm going to take the She Salute, this kind of like mustardy greenish yellow. Oh, it picks up really well on the brush, so that's a good sign. I'm going to put this in this like inner corner here. Oh, thank you. It is way more pigmented. Oh, I was getting so concerned. And then I'm just gonna drag it over just a bit. Oh, that is a really pretty shade. Oh, I'm so happy this works. This is literally the palette. Like if I had to pick one of these palettes already, it'd probably be number 7. One, because lucky number 7. I love number 7. My birthday's on the 17th. I just have a passion for the number 7. But it also has my favorite color scheme in there, so if this mattes weren't working, I would have been really upset, but I'm very pleased and happy with how this is turning out. And then I'm going to take the number 3 palette and the shade Nudie Booty. Ooh, this one picks up on the brush really well as well. And I'm going to put this one in the outer corner and kind of blend it into the crease over here. And now I'm going to take this Smoky palette with Chestnut, this like darker, cooler toned brown. Oh yeah, these mattes work way better on your eyes than they do on swatches. So if you swatch the mattes in the store, they do not perform the same way at all. I would not trust the swatches if you go to swatch them in store. But I'm just taking this and deepening up this like outer V. And these shades aren't going patchy, doing nothing weird. And then I'm gonna take an even smaller, precise brush, and I'm gonna take the black shade, taking a teeny little bit of it, and I'm gonna put this right on the outer part of my lash line, and then blending it into that other shade, but still trying to keep a little bit of that sharper wing shape. And then I'm gonna go in and mix chestnut and that deep together, and I'm gonna blend that on the outer corner of my lower lash line. And then I'm gonna take the shade Second Date, that one shade that I'm obsessed with. I'm just gonna take it with a flat eyeshadow brush at first and see how this goes. Okay, that is going on a lot better than I thought it would. Oh, that shade is so pretty. All right, and then the next thing that I'm going to do might trigger a little bit of fallout, but I'm just gonna go back in with that first shade, She Salute, and I'm gonna blend that over the edges of the shimmer on the lid. And then I'm just gonna brush away any fallout I got. And then taking the same palette and Money Mission, I'm gonna take this one with a dry brush as well, and I'm gonna put this on the very inner corner and then layering it over that other shimmer. And then going back in with the Smoky palette, I'm gonna take You Up, which is a pale shimmering pink, and I'm gonna put this in the inner corner. I want the party to be on the lids, not the inner corner today. And then I'm gonna take the shade She Salute and Fatigue and mix these two shades together and blend that in the front of my lower lash line. All right, I got a little bit cut off at the end of my tutorial, but I just went ahead and added some of the Marc Jacobs eyeliner on my lower lash line. I added some lashes by Crave Lashes. I believe these are called the Buttercream eyelashes. I just thought that today is like a nice, like interesting, like sultry kind of look that I felt like I could use some eyelashes, and I haven't worn eyelashes in a little bit. So I did that. I finished smoking out my lower lash line, and I finished with the lipstick, the Mademoiselle lipstick in the color Spanked. But overall, I really love these eyeshadow palettes. I think these are pretty cool. I've been really loving smaller palettes lately, and if you guys know, I've been wanting Fenty to come out with more eyeshadow palettes for the longest time, and they hit me with the big money. They hit me with freaking 8 palettes, so I'm really happy. I have a really nice variety of different colors. There's cool tones, there's colors, there's warm tones, there's smokiness, there's pastels. Like, there's a little bit of everything for everybody. The price is a little bit up there, but I mean, they are pretty unique where you can snap them together like that, and you can have just like one big palette, and then they're pretty easy to have like the double-sided part of it. And then taking them off, I will be gentle, because I will say I tried to try this out, and it took me a little bit to pop it off for the first time, and one of the palettes went flying across the room and landed on my tile floor, and surprisingly it didn't break. It was the Smoky palette that flew across the floor. It got a little bit of powder over there, but it didn't crack or anything, so I'm actually really happy that these are actually sturdy, and I got to test that out the hard way, but at least we know it's sturdy. But let me know which of the color stories is your favorite out of this whole little snap palette collection. I'm wondering if they're gonna come out with more palettes like this, or if they're gonna come out with more palettes like this in the future, and this is just like their little travel palettes. I'm really confused about that. Like, their next eyeshadow formula, is it gonna be in this, or is it gonna be like 8 through 10 or whatever? You know what I mean. Like, I don't understand what their next move as far as eyeshadows is gonna be, but I'm excited to get the brushes. I'm excited to do more videos with these palettes. I absolutely love the look that I created today. I'm having a good hair day today. Everything is just a good day today. But that is it for this video. If you want to see my last Fenty Beauty video, I'll have that video right over here for you guys. This video will be suggested to you by YouTube, and my face will be right here, but you can click on it and subscribe to my channel.